What if every time you defended yourself, every time you stayed up mentally rehearsing arguments, every time you bent over backwards explaining yourself to people who never planned on understanding you anyway, you were not showing strength? What if you were actually handing your power to the exact people who deserved none of it? Machiavelli studied this 500 years ago and figured out something most people spend their entire lives never seeing. The strongest version of you is not the loudest. It is the most controlled. Today we are breaking down 7 psychological laws that will make you completely untouchable. Not by turning you cold or distant, by putting you in the driver's seat of every interaction, every relationship, and every situation in your life. Most people think their most valuable asset is their time, but time without attention is worthless. You can have all the hours in the world and still end up broke in the ways that matter most if your focus keeps going to the wrong places. Here is what nobody ever tells you. Wherever your attention goes, power follows. Every single moment you give someone your focus, your mental energy, your emotional bandwidth, you are making an investment. And like any investment, the only question that matters is, what is the return? When you respond to someone who disrespected you, what do you get back? When you spend 3 hours mentally chewing on something a coworker said at lunch, what do you gain? Nothing. Less than nothing, because you paid a real cost with zero return. Psychologically powerful people treat their attention the way a serious investor treats capital. They are ruthlessly selective. And because of that selectivity, their attention actually means something. Before you give anything, your response, your time, your energy, ask one question. Does this deserve it? If the answer is no, you move on. No guilt, no explanation. Build that filter and honor it. Most people have a deeply distorted relationship with silence. We live in a world that rewards noise. The loudest voice gets the most attention. The person who never backs down from a confrontation is seen as strong. And so most people have learned to associate silence with weakness. But psychologically, nothing could be further from the truth. When someone attacks you and you fire back, you have validated them. You confirmed their words carried enough weight to pull you into the fight. You entered their arena and played by their rules. Even if you win the argument, you have shown them exactly how to get to you. But when someone attacks you and you say nothing, everything shifts. Silence in the right moment is the most destabilizing response you can give because the human brain is wired to expect reactions. When someone throws a verbal punch and hits air, it creates psychological vertigo. They expected resistance and got nothing. That nothing starts working on them in ways words never could. They question themselves. The uncertainty eats at them. Meanwhile, you have already moved on with your life. Every word you speak is also information. Every time you defend yourself, you show people where your soft spots are. Silence gives them nothing, no data, no map of your vulnerabilities. You become unreadable, and unreadable people are impossible to control. Human beings are hardwired to value what is rare and discount what is abundant. Most people apply this to products or money, but completely miss the fact that it applies to them personally, to their time, their presence, their availability. Think about someone who was always there, always available, always dropped everything when you called. If you are being honest, you probably did not value their presence the way you should have, precisely because it was always there. There was no cost to accessing it. We do not value what costs us nothing. Now, think about someone who was selective, whose attention felt like it had to be earned, who showed up fully when they showed up, but was not perpetually available. You thought about them. You valued the moments you connected because those moments felt earned and real. Be present, but be selective. Stop making yourself so constantly available that people take your presence for granted because they will. Let your availability reflect your priorities. When people realize your presence is given, not guaranteed, your value in their lives goes up immediately. When someone tries to provoke you, a direct insult, a passive-aggressive comment, a social media jab, they are executing a strategy. What they are really doing is trying to take the wheel from you. They want to steer your emotional state, and the moment you react the way they intended, they have succeeded. But when you do not react, when you continue your day completely undisturbed, something fascinating happens in their mind. The human brain is built around feedback loops. We act and we expect a result. When you react, the loop closes. They know their action had impact, and they file away what works. But when you do not react, the loop stays permanently open. Their brain keeps running the same sequence, searching for a resolution that never comes. They replay the moment. They question themselves. All that mental energy they are burning is energy spent on you while you are spending zero on them. They are fighting a battle you are not even participating in, and they are losing. Non-reaction is not passivity. It is a statement that says you have no grip on me. And that statement hits harder than any comeback ever could. Not everyone in your life deserves to be there. When you allow the wrong people to occupy space in your life, you do not just drain your own resources, you deprive the right people of your best self. There are 3 categories to cut cleanly. First, your adversaries, the ones actively working against you, smiling to your face while undermining you behind your back. Do not expose them. Do not confront them. Just quietly erase them. Stop giving them your attention and keep building, because your success is a far more devastating response than anything you could say directly. Second, the chronic critics, people who never create anything but tear down everyone who does. They need an audience. Stop providing one, and they become irrelevant. Third and most dangerous, the energy drains. People disguised as friends who slowly hollow you out from the inside. The crises never end because what they are addicted to is not solutions. It is your attention. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It is survival. Cut cleanly, not with cruelty, not with drama. Just quietly and permanently redirect your energy toward people who add to your life. The reason people get under your skin is not because they are powerful. It is because you have not built the internal architecture that makes you genuinely untouchable. That architecture is called emotional sovereignty. It does not mean you stop feeling. It means you are the one who decides what affects you and how much. Most people are emotionally reactive. Someone says something mildly critical, and their whole mood collapses. Anyone who knows how to manipulate their inputs has full control over them. Identify your specific emotional triggers. What makes you defensive? What makes you need to explain yourself? Those are the cracks in your armor, and people will find them. Then face those triggers with increasing calm until they simply stop working. Someone questions your competence, and instead of firing up, you get curious. Someone tries to embarrass you, and instead of shrinking, you stay grounded. On the other side of that practice, you become genuinely unmanipulable. People try their old tactics and find they do not work anymore. They either develop respect or leave you alone. Both are excellent outcomes. Sometimes the most powerful move is no move at all. We have been conditioned to believe that power is action, that if you are not constantly defending and proving yourself, you are falling behind. Strategic inaction is the discipline of recognizing which situations will resolve themselves if you simply stay out of the way. Someone is spreading rumors about you. The reactive move is damage control. The strategic move is to do nothing. Keep showing up with integrity and trust that what is real will speak louder than what is fabricated. Someone is trying to compete with you. The strategic move is to ignore them with total indifference. The moment you start racing someone, you have handed them the power to dictate your pace. If you are not racing anyone, there is no race to lose. Your stillness becomes magnetic. Your absence from petty battles signals you are playing a completely different game. 7 laws. 1 destination. Guard your attention. Master silence. Create scarcity. Let your non-reaction speak. Cut the wrong people cleanly. Build a mind nothing can penetrate. And learn to win through the strategic choice of inaction. Drop a comment right now and tell me which of these 7 laws hit you the hardest. And if this video shifted something in your thinking, hit that subscribe button right now, because we have more content like this coming that you will not want to miss.